It's been 21 years since the movie Trainspotting first ran over audiences and ran into the category of a classic film. But despite its success, making a sequel was the last thing director Danny Boyle had in mind.
There was no inclination on any of our parts to even consider it that, and then nobody offered, to be honest. So when 20 years loomed on the horizon, we began to think about what it would mean to bring them back together again.
In T2 Trainspotting, Boyle brings back the one-time mates who have each gone their separate and sorry ways. Heroin was the bond they shared in the first film, but Boyle says they face something even more ravaging now, the passing of time.
Missed you, man.
I missed you too, Spud.
There's a lot of fun in the film, just like the first film, and some, you know, some tough stuff as well. But really what it's about is how men age, actually. And the truth is rather badly. We hang on to the past for far too long, and the film is partly about that, really.
20 years just flown by, yeah?
Though the original cast had obviously aged, Boyle was confident they'd come back for another round.
I knew they'd do it. I had no worries about them not approaching it, because to get that kind of range within a character and within a film for all four of them is pretty irresistible, you know.
Action! The only person with trepidation about doing a sequel was perhaps Boyle himself.
It's horrible having an unsuccessful movie, but if you have an unsuccessful movie and it's a follow-up to a really successful one, you're going to get crucified. You know, you can't carry around an albatross the whole time around your neck of worrying about the original. Suddenly you become like, it's a creative relationship you have with the original, where you can use it or not use it, defy it, confirm it, and it leads you to a good place.
Choose life. Choose Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and hope that someone somewhere cares.
We used a lot of the other film originally, and then we reduced it, and now there's about a minute of excerpts from the first film. These occasional little silken threads that you pull between the two films.
So while sequels are all too common in Hollywood, Boyle hopes Trainspotting fans will be on board for his dysfunctional reunion.
It's a very particular film about a very particular place, but it's honest, you know, and I think the new one's honest as well, and people appreciate that.
Take a deep breath and choose life.